I'd like to say we're worrying about the minor problems when the real problem is the Federal Reserve. They're bankrupting our country. The other half of the problem is all the money we're spending on empire building around the world. Let's pull all our troops home, save that money, defend our own borders, and then maybe we'll be safe from terrorism. Close down the Fed and return to constitutional money. That, in a nutshell, would solve a lot of the problems.
Amen. What's your name?
My name is Alice Losasa. Dying for corporate America. That's what they're dying for. They're not dying for freedom. They're dying for corporate America's profits. They're dying for Wall Street. They're spending our money, killing our young people for their profit, not for us, not for democracy, and that's it.
Way to go, Alice.
We need to change that. The way so right now, what I'm fighting to do, and this is the key week, because it's all going to come down this week and next week when this budget gets done. But it's all about reducing the spending, because what I'm trying to do is reduce the taxes on all of us.
Sheldon, I'm really worried about you. I think you have mental health issues. I'm here to help. I want to help. I'll be back. Thank you.
Enough is enough.
The real world. Because unfortunately, too much of what happens in that building is not the real world. Out here is the real world. And the real world says, I have a lot more confidence in putting money in your pockets than I do putting money into their pockets.
You're on WeAreChange.org. You need Murphy out of the leadership because he thinks he's God.
We love this state. That's why we did what we're doing. But we've got to get the message through that building that we've got to reduce the taxes. Because what do we need right now? We need jobs. 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 All right. The people that are going to employ those of us that want jobs.
My name is Jay Casey. I'm from Lincoln. I just have questions. Tons of them. If buying the auto manufacturers was such a great idea, how come nobody in the private sector did it? And if we own the car companies, where's my car? I don't get that. The only way we are going to get noticed is if we stop feeding the bad dog. Bad dog, no biscuit. You buy a pack of cigarettes, you pay your mortgage, you pay your bills. The government's involved in every single transaction that you make. How's a small business owner supposed to grow his business when the government's taking 23% of his earnings? I don't know. I wish I did. This is a joke.
It is not a complicated issue. When you look around the country, those states that have prospered, have been growing jobs, and therefore people are moving there, are states that have a low tax environment.
Don't believe in hope. Hope means you want someone else to do your work for you.
I don't want change either. I want results.
Change. Change is a Democrat fake.
Right. They put money into their citizens' pockets so that they know what to do with the money and will spend it and invest it the way they choose. That's what this issue is about. And right now, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. You are the ones that are going to change this. You are the ones that are going to make this happen. There is no easy answer. There isn't. But there are simple ways to approach it. And I'm on that, which is we're going to reduce the spending. We're going to get the spending under control. And along the way, we're going to reduce the taxes because that's what will create jobs. That's what will get this state moving. And that's what we desperately need right now. So small businesses, large businesses, every business. All right, what we need, we could talk, there are so many different issues right now. But what I want you to do, because you've been very patient, and I called the head and said, I'm coming, please keep them there. what you gotta do is walk up these stairs, go in that building, and make those signs seen, make yourselves heard, because that's what's gonna change it in this next week. We need you, the state needs you. I can only do so much. I'm in here every day fighting for you all. I got nothing, just fighting for you. So you are ready, I'm ready, let's get in there and tell them what needs to be done.
Going in. We want change. We're going in. Let's go. Everyone, please stand. We want change. 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 We want change.
Patrick Kennedy can get his own prescription medication, not on our dime. This is our house. Let us in. I'm sick and tired of it. What about the small business?
Protest! Why are we going through a metal detector?
Instead of standing at the door and waiting, let's hold them accountable now and tell them.
Funny that they all scuttled out the back door like a bunch of rats leaving a ship, which is typical.
We're coming for you, Murphy. Let us in.
Yeah, well, I want to say that it's time for real change and real reform. Change means action, and action means setting term limits, reducing property taxes when property values fall. It means getting rid of these legislators who are in here who've obviously failed the state. It means indicting Jack Reed, who's taken millions of dollars from the banks and voted to deregulate the same banks that he's saying that he's deregulated. He's taken millions of dollars from the banks, serving as the chairman of the Senate Banking Subcommittee that oversaw the credit default swap derivatives, which were $62 trillion of unsecured debt. Also, he also oversaw the interest rate swap derivatives, which are $750 trillion of unsecured debt that will hit the market next as the dollar starts losing its value because of all the currency they've printed. So the reality is that what we have coming is the collapse of the banks again. This time the foreign banks will not buy the bonds, the foreign countries will not buy the bonds, and the country's about to collapse, and they know this is going to happen.
China's already not buying anymore.
China's already not buying the bonds, and the reality is that they have this set up like a stack of dominoes, and what's going to happen next is that the country itself is going to collapse, and they're waiting for it, and they think that we're fools and we're not going to fight back. They think that we're cattle to be herded, to be controlled, our populations to be reduced through different agenda that they push. And the reality is that we're not cattle. We're just as intelligent as they are and just as capable. And we're going to fight back. And if it comes to it, the people of this country know that this country was founded on revolutionary ideas and the ability to revolt against corrupt governments. And we as a people are powerful. We're powerful. The power of government belongs to us. It belongs in the people of the country. And we have the ability to take our government back against these foreign internationalists who want a global government and global currency system. And this type of fascist regime will not exist in this country that's founded on basic constitutional premises under the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of Independence. And we, the people of the state of Rhode Island, have made a voice heard today that we are conscious, and we're becoming more and more conscious, and we will fight against you. We will fight against globalists who intend to destroy our country, and we will fight back. You think that we won't fight back, but we will fight back because we're capable. My name is Christopher Young, and I'm running for mayor of Providence in 2010. And my website is wheretovote.com. That's WHERETOVOTE.com.
All right, great.
Oh, you're on TV. Thank you so much for coming out.
Cut
and,
taxes.
Yes. Vote. Vote them out.
Go to your town council.
all of
Go to
them
your
out.
school committee meetings. Tell them
Nobody
enough
gets
is enough.
reelected unless they have the people's agenda.
Thanks for coming. We're going to be doing it again and again and again. There's no knowing how much time it's going to take, but it's going to take as much time as it takes. Keep coming back.